Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm from group 12 and my topic is receptive language skill. And I'm Rita M.S and my partner is Reka Santika. For the first presentation by Reka Santika, time is yours.
Okay, I'm Reka Santika. Will be explain about respective language skill. Respective language skill is the ability to understand word and language. It involves giving information and meaning from written. First, visual information within in the environment, song and word, and concepts such as shape, color, and time, grammar, and the last, written information. Respective language is very important because respective language skill is important in order to communicate successfully. Children who have understanding difficulties may find it challenging to follow instruction at home and within the educational setting and may not respond appropriately to a question and request. Okay, respective language skill, there are problems with respective language skill. The first is has difficulty attending and listening to language, does not pay attention within group, time and kind of students and school, respond to requests by repeating what we say instead of giving an answer. In respective language skill, the subtopic respective language skill from listening and reading. In listening, like reading, listening is a respective language skill. Is involves important to language rather than producing it. Listening involves making sense of the meaningful sounds of language. Learner to by the using context and their knowledge of language and the word. In fact, we do not listen to everything in the same way. How we listen depend on our reason for listening. We make listening for this specific information, detail, institute, or do extensive listening. We can observe the listening involves doing many things. Detail with the characteristic of spoken language, using the context and our knowledge of the word, understanding different the types, understanding different speed of speech and accents, using different listening sub-skill. In the next topic, by reading. Reading like listening. Reading is in respective language skill, and this fact involves responding the text rather than produce it. Reading involves making sense of text. To do this, we need to understand the language of the text at word level, sentence level, and whole text level. The main difficulty remains on using student knowledge of the word to see the connection between two sentences, coherent and cohesion. Also help us to see the connection between them. For example, we may read a travel website to find a single page of information about price, but many may read in a novel in detail because we like the story and the character and want to know much as we can about them. Our reason for reading influence how we read. Which reading sub-skill we use. Reading for specific information or scanning. Reading for skis or skimming. Reading for detail. And the last, extensive reading. Okay, the last topic will be continued by Rita M.S.
I will continue about the material of Reka Santika. The next is a movement. A movement refers to the voluntary or involuntary movement of the eyes, helping in occurring. Accepting and taking visual stimulation specific system are used in maintaining fixations. When reading and in music reading, a special type of eye movement. Repeat eye movement occurs during REM sleep. The eyes are the visual organ of the human body and move using a system of 6 muscles. The retina, a special type of tissue containing photoreceptor, science light, and the specialist cells convert light into electromagnetic signal. The signal travel along the optic nerve fibers to the brain, where they are interpreted as vision in the visual context. So, pada bagian eye movement ini, eye movement itu adalah gerakan pada mata, yaitu mata adalah organ visual dari tubuh manusia dan bergerak menggunakan sistem 6 otot. Yang pertama yaitu retina, dan kedua fotoreceptor, dan yang ketiga sense light atau cahaya indera, dan yang keempat electromagnetic signal, yaitu signal elektrokimia. Kemudian signal travel. Pada bagian signal travel ini sepanjang serabut saraf ke otak atau yang dialiri melalui signal ini kepada saraf otak. Kemudian yang terakhir adalah visual context. Di visual context ini di mana mereka orang menginterpretasikannya penglihatan di dalam visual context. Kemudian the next point is skill and unskilled reading. In this skill and unskilled reading, skill and unskilled reading among Taiwan's 5 grades, a cross-cultural perspective when Haiyu Guide John T. A study continued 3 experiments focusing on understanding the information process children use in learning to read Chinese, evaluating the learning differences between skilled and unskilled readers. And to understand the strategies of characteristic infixation children use, participants in experiment. So, di skill and unskilled reading ini, ahli dan tidak ahlinya membaca atau keterampilan kita dalam membaca. Kemudian penelitian yang dilakukan melakukan 3 percobaan berfokus kepada pemahaman informasi, memproses anak-anak menggunakan keterampilan membaca untuk memahami sesuatu informasi yang didapatkannya melalui teks. Kemudian sebuah kemampuan yang harus dimiliki seseorang dalam memperoleh informasi dari teks tertulis. Kemudian kita juga harus memiliki vocab atau menguasai tentang vocabulary. And the next point is problem in the listening process. For this point, I will explain for you about the problem in the listening process. Problems in the listening process. Listening is a 5 steps process consisting of listening preparations. Listening our listening is when our understanding of hearing English, either respective of through media such as music or movie. Di dalam listening ini, pemahaman kita dalam mendengar bahasa Inggris, dan kita bisa mendengarkan cepat memahami tentang bahasa Inggris itu dengan sering menonton movie atau mendengarkan song, English song, kemudian radio dan sebagainya. And the last point is categorical perfection. In this categorical perfections, category perfection means that a change in some variable along and continuum in previous, not as gradual but as in terms of these categories. The task presented there is a classical demonstration of categorical perfection for a certain type of speech like stimulations, yaitu perubahan beberapa variabel sepanjang kontinuum yang dirasakan. I think that's all my presentations today. I'm Rita M.S. Thank you for your attention.